What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Young Money Investments. In today's video, we are going to be talking about BIMI, a stock that ran over 800%, and then we are going to be talking about the Big Daddy SES. This ticker has ran over 1500% in the past few days. What do we do now? Is this an opportunity to short? Is this an opportunity to try and buy on the dip and ride it up more? What are we going to do? What do I see, especially as a short seller? What do I see going into this trade? I'm going to give you my total analysis all today on Young Money Investments. All right, you guys, so like I was saying, it is a crazy world out there in the penny stock market. When I say crazy, I mean crazy. We have had BIMI today. This is going to be Monday. It has ran literally over 800%. It had lows of about 125 and had highs after hours of $11.80. So this is a crazy move. And by the time you're watching this, you will have had all this trading day to kind of see what happens with this move. So this is going to be kind of an opportunity for you to watch this video and go, okay, what was Cameron saying before the ticker actually had moved? What was his analysis, and how could I take that knowledge and apply it to future tickers? Because we are finally in the season where there are movers. There's a lot of momentum now that is going to start moving into the penny stock market that has not been there. It has not been there all of September, and halfway here into October, we're literally in the middle of October and have seen basically zero movement going on in the penny stock market. Now we are starting to see a lot more movers happening. Like I said, SES really is the ticker that got everything going, and that is a very low float ticker. All right, you guys, so taking a look, like I said, we have SES here and we have BIMI. BIMI is one that has just ran as of today, literally, like I said, over 800%, really 800% in one day. And then we also have SES that has ran from lows to highs, lows of $8 to highs of freaking $26. We're sitting at nearly 225% in total returns in one day. But if you do take a look at this, we're going to talk about the chart here on the 5-day chart. And you guys, it's kind of scary going from lows of 167 here just on Thursday, and then all the way up to highs on Monday of over 1500%. This is insane. And one more crazy thing with this chart is that you need to smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button already, please do so. It helps me tremendously with the YouTube algorithm, and I will keep going. So basically, you guys, if we pull up this chart here on the 180-day, we're going to notice a couple things. First thing you're going to notice is I have a couple lines of support and resistance drawn in here. I have one drawn in here at about $12, and then you have another one drawn in here right at about 15. You're going, Cameron, there's nothing close to that as of recent on this chart here. You're right. Let's talk about it. Now, if you do pull up the chart here on SES, you're going to see a couple things here on the 1-day, 1-year chart. So we're on 1 day, 1 year. That's the time frame we're looking at, and we're zooming in here a little bit more. You can see here on the charts, we have a level of resistance roughly right here at about 15. Yes, we've seen spikes up here to 1582, almost 16, and then a spike up here to about 1755. But really, this is where you see one top out, two top outs, 3 wick. This is about a level of resistance right here at about $15. And then you get down here and you can see where it had consistently been topping out, not wanting to break through this level of about $12 support or resistance, pardon me, right here. So as we continue to move over, we're seeing these highs of 26.10, and we're currently sitting down here at about 1957. I ended up taking a trade up here at 2250, and ended up writing this sucker down roughly, I think it was roughly right here to about $20, and ended up getting out. So took a little scalp trade, and then I'm actually going to be swinging this right now and looking for a move down right here at about 19. I'm averaging at about 1975 and looking for a nice little run down to about that $15 mark before we see some sort of bounce play. Now, why am I looking, like I said, at this $15 level as the gap to fill down? The biggest reason I'm looking at it right now is because this is where you have that gap to continue to fill. It's going to find this level of support, and we're going to either see some consolidation or we're going to see basically a bounce play up. So you're probably going, Cameron, well, this thing was at $1 something. Don't you just want to ride that sucker down? The reality is in this market and the way things are going right now, I don't want to. You really need to, in the penny stock market game right now, if you are going to be shorting companies, take your licks where you can get them and then get out. You don't want to continue to pay overnight fees right now on these tickers, especially these low float tickers that have a million. I think there's 1.15 million shares in float on SES right now. You will not be able to hold these locates for much more than a few days. And so you do not want to get stopped out of your position because your broker goes, we don't currently have the shares to short anymore. You need to cover your position, and you get stopped out after paying these expensive, and I mean expensive, locate fees on these tickers. So essentially here on this play, I see a good potential, even if you're able to get in here right in that 1950 mark, being able to get out around that $15 price point, you're looking about a 20+% return. I think the return is really great here, but I am not taking a massive position. And why am I not taking a massive position? The reason is anytime you're trading this extremely low float stock, there is a chance for it to run. A lot of times I will average up when I am shorting. On this kind of a ticker, you do not want to average up. The only reason I am finally taking a short right now here on Monday is because it's had 3 days, or 2 days, pardon me, of a nice real big run up to finally get in short on this. There is a potential, yes, that this could continue to run up, and at that point I'm going to have to cut my losses, but we're finally seeing a descending pattern. Pulling this bad boy up on the 5-day, 5-minute chart is really where you start to see what I'm talking about. We do see a nice little level of support right through here. So this is one level that is going to have to be cracked in order for us to see this start to downtrend down here to this $15 price point. But I do think we can start to see that. Every other day that this stock has continued to run up, we've not really seen it pull back like we are seeing this pullback right now. This is a sign that there is going to be some selling and people starting to take profits on this. One of the things that I do as a short seller is I am in groups that people are long biased, people that like to buy these momentum stocks and run them up. And a lot of those people in those chat rooms are actually even bearish on these stocks at this price range. So from the psychology standpoint, what that does for me as a short seller is it tells me that even people that like to long these, that like to buy low and run these up, are actually starting to feel like this is an overvaluation on this momentum play. It's too risky to buy at this top when it's ran 1,500%. And so it just doesn't make a lot of sense for them, which is a great sign for short sellers to finally start to get in. Unfortunately, a lot of short sellers have killed themselves getting into this right here. And I know a lot of you keyboard warriors in the comment section would go, oh my gosh, Cameron, why would you short these companies? It's horrible. It's just, you're going to blow your account up. I'm laughing at all you short sellers out there. Yeah, I'm sure you're laughing at us. But you know what? I was able to actually short this on Friday. I got in at 453 or 454. Got out at $4, and yes, I ended up profiting on this once, profited on it twice today, and plan on profiting on it a third time. But the reason in the strategy that I've changed, which is different from my normal strategy, is I'm not swinging this day after day after day. And that's something that I've had to do because the market is not conducive of that, especially on these low float penny stocks that are running 1,500%, you guys. So that is my analysis. That is my take on it. If you have any other questions or any comments, I really want to hear your comments, even if they're negative. Put them down in the comment section, and please smash that thumbs up button, give it a like, turn on the subscribe button and the bell notification to get more notifications from me as we continue to get into this crazy time of the year when penny stocks are going to start running. So thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And while we're closing this video out, we're starting to see a break right here below this line. So I'm excited to see what this stock does as of tomorrow. We're starting to see the tankage happen. We're starting to see the tankage happen, you guys, and it is a good sign. Thanks so much for tuning into Young Money Investments, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.